you a question. You would explain it in a different way so maybe people can understand it.
Thank you.
You're rattling off a lot of terms and some people understand it and some don't.
Okay.
So if you can give us an antidote. So if you have, and maybe talk about someone that had a claim.
Louder.
If you have someone that had a claim and explain it in dollars and cents so that if they have, so what I'm hearing from you is that if you have a claim and you get a REM grant for $150,000 and you have flood insurance and you have a claim that's separate from that for flood insurance, it could have an impact on the grant that you receive. So I think what the lady here is trying to ask, and I don't want to speak for her, is how does that work? So I get a $150,000 grant, and now I have flood insurance, and I reopen my flood insurance claim because of some bogus engineering report or whatever happened, and now they get another $30,000. Just say you deduct that $30,000 from their $150,000, or how does that work? How do they assure that they don't take the $30,000 and then get on the hook and then lose the other $30,000 from the REM grant?
When we talk about the FEMA process and whether you choose to take part in it, we are not talking about whether you choose to challenge FEMA on your insurance payout. You can do that or not do that. That's your choice. The process we're talking about is, let's say you go and do that, and you're told, like in your scenario, that you are getting additional funding because of this particular FEMA issue, this NFIP issue that we're talking about. FEMA has established a process where you can, if it is a DOB, where you can.
What's a DOB?
I'm sorry.
Duplication of benefits.
Okay, well, I think I understand that, but I don't think everybody else
So
does.
if it is a duplication of benefits, then FEMA has established a process where you can, without having to go through the process of getting the funding and then, having to go through the whole process, they'll have a dual check process.
So we'll look at it. In other words, they'll take a look and see whether or not that $30,000 is indeed
Here,
a
let
duplication.
Sue Moore check, because we got some from Roy Wright this morning.
Let me just finish real quick. So and in that instance, FEMA has set up that process. So when we talk about the FEMA process, we're not talking about FEMA determining whether or not you get additional funding. We're talking about once FEMA determines that you're getting additional funding, FEMA has set up a process to issue that payment to you.
And they'll look at your grant to see whether or not the money that they're going to appropriate is a duplication of benefits.